Right, so I'm here with Mark, one of our customers who we've just completed the garden for.
Morning.
Morning. So I'm just going to ask you a few quick questions. So the first thing is, what do you think of the team and the process we went through?
Well, I think talking about the process, first of all, I think the process where it really worked for us is that, as you may recall, I had invited you to come and see me because I saw some of your advertising just up the road. Prior to that, I'd seen two organisations. And the problem is with both those two organisations, they brought strengths in a particular area. So one of them had strengths in hardscaping, so building the pond, for example, but lacked some of the detail and knowledge that we were looking for about garden design and planting. Similarly, we met another organisation that had lots of skills in planting, but when it came to some ideas and input around some of the pond area, didn't really have a clue and wanted to include somebody else. So for us, the fact that you could provide the full service just gave us peace of mind, and just knowing that we could hand over that responsibility to you. But equally having some input in the process as well, which was great, really enjoyable. And as for the team, great bunch of lads. Saw them first thing in the morning, always smiling, always here on time, very engaging and good at what they do. And very respectful, I think, of the surroundings they were in, the fact that it was our home, but they were doing a job in our time. Fantastic.
Brilliant, that's good to hear, thanks. And what do you think of the merits of using a design and build company like ourselves?
Well, I think it is just that peace of mind. It takes the hassle out of the process. In fact, I was a little bit dubious actually whether or not one company could provide the softscaping and the hardscaping, because I think generally speaking, people really have a core competency. So to try and find somebody that can do the both, I think that was just really, really refreshing. And I've spent quite a bit of time, as I said, researching an organisation to come and do our garden, because you only get a chance to do this once. So I was a little bit nervous, but I shouldn't have been. The guys did you did a really good job.
Thank you. And what did you think of the end result?
The end result's fantastic. The comments we've received, it's had, I know it's a bit of a cliche, but we have people saying it's got the wow factor. That's really nice, and that gives us a nice warm fuzzy feeling that our money's been well spent. Every single day we look out in the garden and can't believe, what it was like before and what it's like now. And I think just to see it evolve and grow, it's a living, breathing project. It's fantastic. When we first, even over the last 2 or 3 weeks, we've now started to see the colour come into the garden, and it's just going to give us enormous pleasure over the years. I think the other thing that's nice is that we said to you at the time, if you remember, that we wanted a garden that we could evolve as well, have some input into it. And we've already put some sugar snap peas in, we started planting some herbs. So the garden allows us to, have some involvement in it, some hands-on sort of experience as well.
Fantastic.